A haunted general embarks on a journey through the Deadlands to find peace. That's the premise for this book by Michael Castaneda. It's called A Simple Man, and I just got my copy in the mail. Now, I haven't even opened it yet. I wanted to do the unboxing live on camera, and so the thing is, Michael has been embarking on this amazing pre-launch book marketing event, and what he did was he had this application process where we had to apply to be one of the vanguard, one of the 100 people who got a pre-publication copy of this book with some special things inside, and I got picked for that. Pretty awesome, pretty amazing, because not only from the marketing multiple streams of income point of view, I love the stuff he's done because he's created a mythos around his book and what he's doing. And I've got the website pulled up over here. I was just looking at some of his videos before I started doing this one. It's pretty amazing. He's done an awesome job with that. But also, the storyline sounded amazing. I'm a huge sci-fi and fantasy fan. Also, self-help, Tony Robbins, that kind of stuff. And so I love when I can find something that kind of mixes the two. A fantasy story, a man on a journey, a broken man on a journey, perhaps even. I'm not even sure exactly what's going on in this book. But it also blends a lot of just finding peace and finding success and just running through the failures and pathways of life to get to something better. So I've said enough. Let's go ahead and open this up. All right. I want to be careful. I don't even know exactly what's in here, so I am doing this very gingerly, not just tearing into it like a lot of my unboxings. There we go. Okay. Nice black bag, just very ominous looking. All right, here we go. All right, make sure I'm not missing anything. Nice. The Simple Man. All right. Oh man, this is done up so nice. I almost don't want to ruin it. Let's see if I can get this rope without cutting it. No, I think I'm gonna have to cut it. All right. All right, here we go. Turn the camera down so you can see more of it, less of me. All right. There we go, The Simple Man. This thing, like I said, I love his marketing with this. All right, The Simple Man, the first 100 early Travelers edition. So I got number 19 out of 100. That's pretty awesome. Like I say, he's done an amazing job with his book launch. Welcome, traveler. You're holding one of the first 100 editions of The Simple Man to enter the world. I forged this collection specifically for you, one of my founding travelers, so that you may carry the exact provisions Marcus carried into the Deadlands. 5 gold coins, a heavy burden to bear, and seeds to plant for the future. I give you this artifact freely without expectation. However, if you read the story and find that the journey within moves you, I ask that you help me fulfill its purpose. Like the apple in the story, a book cannot bear fruit if it stays safely on a shelf. Its seeds must be scattered. If this story touches you, here are 3 ways you can help plant them. See, this is pretty cool. I like this. I'm going to get down here so I don't have to lean over so much. All right. The Signal Fire. On launch day, May 25, please leave an honest review. For an independent author braving the wild, your words are the signal fire that tells other travelers the path is safe to walk or too treacherous to pass. Scan the code below to light the fire and let others know what lies ahead. So he's got a QR code here for that. And then number 2, the Relinquish. Peace wasn't meant to be hoarded. It was meant to be carried. When you finish reading, sign the traveler's log in the back and leave this physical copy somewhere in the world for a stranger to find. Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm a book nerd. I love books. I may have a hard time parting with it, but I will suggest it to others. Let's see. Okay, here we go. If you wish to keep this physical artifact for yourself as a keepsake, I challenge you to create your own trees. Consider purchasing 2 copies on launch day. Oh, I like how he spun that. Give a copy away, or if you don't, just buy 2 to give away. That's smart. Give one to a friend fighting their own silent battles and leave the other one in the wild. little free libraries are amazing places for that. I've got 2 of them here in town that I regularly stock up, and so little free libraries. You can actually get online and find those if you want to find one near you. Sign them both before passing them on so the world knows these seeds started with you and challenge them with the same choices you had to make. And then number 3, the living journal. The journey does not end on the final page. Travel to walkthedeadlands.com to navigate the interactive map of the Deadlands, solve the mountain cipher, and uncover the hidden lore Marcus left behind. Furthermore, when you leave your physical copy in the wild, document their coordinates. That's pretty cool. I like this. All right, so if you're a sci-fi fantasy fan, and already I'm thinking this is going to be pretty amazing, because if half the effort he put into his marketing is inside this book, it's going to be amazing. But from multiple streams of income in the author point of view, from the business side of things, he's done an amazing job here. All right, so let's see. That's the, all right, take a photograph of their resting place and tag my dispatches on Instagram and Facebook let me give you his Instagrams here, so in case you want to follow him yourself. It's at Walk the Deadlands or at _M Castaneda _ so we can track how far these seeds scatter across the world. Thank you for being one of my first travelers. I'll see you at the top of the mountain. And so when I post this video, you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm doing this early because this is an advanced copy. I may just wait and post it on May 25th so that when I put links in there, you can actually just go ahead and get your own copy. But for now, let's see what's in the box here. All right, we've got this bag, and within the bag, let's see there. Oh, it's got the seeds in it. And also, there's a little apple. It's an apple charm, and look at this little thing with apple seeds in it. There we go, trying to make sure it focuses. That's what's in the first bag. That's pretty cool. And then we've got this bracelet. All right, let's see. There we go. Oh, it's a necklace. Yeah, it's long enough to be a necklace. And I am pretty sure each one of these stones is going to find a meaning within the book. But that's pretty cool. A necklace with all these multicolored stones on it. Or not multicolored, but just different colored stones. Now, there's a black bag. I'm guessing from the sound of it, that's my gold. The gold for my journey. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's like little pirate gold pieces. That is pretty awesome. And there's 5 of these. So gold for my journey. And, oh man, this is wrapped up so good. I hate to even tear into this. All right, I don't know who, like, from, you know, once again, delving into the business side of things, I don't know who might have put all his stuff together. Like if he sourced this out or if he did it by hand himself. I mean, there are 100 of them, so it's possible for him to have just done it himself. You know, or sourced it out. I don't know, but it's done pretty amazing. This is the kind of stuff I wish I'd thought of when my novel released. You know what? Michael, I may have to steal some of your ideas and do a re-release of my novel, The Midwife and the Medic. It's got to be different because mine's not a fantasy novel. It's more set in the real world. But, dude, you have outdone yourself here. All right, use my knife here so I can open this up and not ruin the paper covering. All right, here we go. Boom. The Simple Man, Michael Castaneda. All right, so when I mentioned his Instagram handle, there's how you spell the name, Castaneda. And so, kill the general, save the man. And so it's about General Marcus. He spent decades forging a legacy of iron and blood. His wars were waged on distant shores, leaving him a legend of the world, yet a stranger to his own life. Now hollowed out by success, he's a man starving for a peace that gold cannot buy. Oh, man. I'm looking forward to reading this. Look at this. Boom. Autographed copy in the first 100. You know what, Michael? I got to be honest with you. There's no way I'm giving this thing away. I'm a nerd for books as it is. But an autographed one of the first 100 copies, there's no way I'm giving this one away. So I may have to take you up on the buy two and give them away. And then, like he mentioned, at the end, you've got the regular about the author and all that, but the journey continues. And then at the end, he's got that traveler's log where everybody that reads this can sign it. and pass it on where they left it. That's kind of cool. That is an amazing idea, Michael. All right, so that's this package. It's pretty amazing. You know what? This, I'll be honest with you, chances are I'm going to keep everything in this box and just keep it on the bookshelf in the box. I'm going to go ahead and read this, but the box will find its place on the bookshelf. That way I can keep the gold and everything together. It's pretty cool. All right, so the book itself, I'll let you know later how the book story is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be awesome. Like I said, if he put half the effort into the book as he did the marketing, it's got to be awesome. But if you're an indie author or you're doing your own book launch, you want to write a book, anything like that, he's done things to another level, some things that I didn't even think of with my book. I mean, I just did Kickstarter and some cool rewards with that, but did not do an awesome pre-launch like this. So here's the thing. I'm going to go back and relaunch my book at some point. The Kickstarter's over on mine, and I've already started selling copies on Amazon and other places, but there's nothing to say as an author with an indie book that you can't go back and do a relaunch. And so there's hope for you. If you've got a book out and maybe it didn't launch as spectacularly as you wanted it to, but you could do some stuff like this with it, do a relaunch. Could be any kind of a book too. I mean, this one is fantasy and war and things like that. Mine is more of a Hallmark romance set in a disaster zone, and so I can already envision some things I can do with that. But I mean, let's say you've got a summer romance that takes place on the beach, or even a murder mystery on a beach or something. You could put seashells in the box, things like that. You could have, I don't know, some pastel colors on the box itself. I mean, there's so many things you could do. So I'll tell you what, if you are an indie author and you're thinking about that, get with me in the comments if you want to brainstorm together. Maybe we could just hook up on Zoom, or if you're local, we can meet at the coffee shop and we could brainstorm some ideas for your book and my book and just come up with some amazing relaunch or pre-launch strategies. All right, I went a little longer on this video than I intended because this was pretty amazing, but hope you got something out of it. Reach out if you want to talk more about any of this. Ask me about his book. Hit me up with ideas, whatever. Y'all take care.